Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a typical day of plant-based meal prep that I do. I do this generally a couple times a week because I find that if I have components available that are already pre-cut, pre-cooked, pre-blended, whatever, then I can construct a healthy meal or snack for myself pretty easily. So what you're going to see me do today isn't typical of what I do every single week. It depends on what I have in the pantry or in the fridge or what we shop for at the grocery store or what kind of produce I have on hand. So that stuff can vary, but the concepts are pretty consistent in that I always tend to have some sort of soup at the ready, some sort of bean-based dip, cut up fresh vegetables for snacks, and some sort of cooked starches, like a couple different things, either like sweet potatoes or rice or something. So when I do my meal prep, I'm typically in the kitchen for like an hour, hour and a half. But this is something that I've turned into me time. It's something that I really enjoy doing, and I like to zen out. I like to catch up on YouTube videos. I like to listen to music, and I just really enjoy the process and get into it. And I also put on my cooking costume so that it gets me in the mood to be in here cooking. The other thing about eating this way is it doesn't have to be complicated. There's a beautiful simplicity in all of this. You can certainly get fancy if you want to, but you don't have to in order to create really nourishing, delicious meals. So I hope that you enjoy the ideas in today's video and the flow of how I go about doing this meal prep. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, I'm going to roast some vegetables. So here I have a delicata squash, and I'm also going to have a sweet potato and a small beet that I found in my fridge. So I'm just going to get those all cut up, and then I'm going to season with a half a teaspoon of olive oil just to help the vegetables not dry out, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and I roast at 425 Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes, and I'm going to stir it once midway. And I'm going to get a second tray of veggies going. So this is a purple pepper, and I'm going to use a zucchini and also a little bit of red onion. And then I'm going to take the rest of a head of garlic that I have left over and just lightly coat everything with a tiny, tiny bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and get that into the oven as well. Now, if you're oil free, don't worry, you can roast vegetables without any oil. You just have to keep an eye on them, and sometimes you may have to drizzle a little bit of veggie broth over them so they don't dry out. Now I'm going to caramelize some onions. So I've got some more of that red onion that I sliced up. This is going to go in a pan over medium-high heat with a couple pinches of salt to help them sweat, and a splash of water every now and then to prevent sticking and help deglaze the pan so all those nice brown bits get mixed in. That's going to take a little bit of time. This takes about a half an hour, and they will brown up beautifully and become nice and sweet. Now I'm going to make myself a couple servings of sushi rice, which will make a couple of nice lunches. And so while I'm cooking that, I'll make sure I attend to my onions. So another splash of water, make sure I stir them, and then get the rice onto the stove. While those are going, I'm going to start a nice vegetable soup. So I'm going to get my celery, carrots, and some onions cut up. And into a soup pot, I'm going to put a splash of water and add my onions in and start sauteing those with a little pinch of salt. I'm going to get my broth ready, so I'm just using chickenless bouillon paste with some water, and then I'm going to continue on with some more veggies. So I've got a yellow squash, a zucchini, and I'm going to mince a couple cloves of garlic, and then make sure I keep an eye on my onions. Reduce the heat as they get going. You can see they're starting to brown up. Add a little splash of water to the onions in the soup pot so they don't stick. And then I'm going to start adding my vegetables. So here's the celery and the carrot, and then I'm going to saute those for a bit. Now it's time to check on the roasted vegetables. So I'm going to give those a stir, flip everything over so everything browns up evenly. Do the same thing for the other tray. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my zucchini and yellow squash to the pot and let those saute for like 5 minutes to concentrate the flavors. Then I add in my crushed tomatoes and I do the same thing. I let it simmer for a few minutes to let it reduce down. Really helps build the flavor in a soup. And the rice is done, so I take that off the heat, and as you can see there, the caramelized onions are done. And I just added water to my soup. Alright, so now I'm going to work on the sushi rice. So I'm going to add just a few drops of seasoned rice vinegar and then fluff that up with a fork. I bring the soup to a boil and then I'm going to reduce the heat down and let this simmer for about 30 minutes with the lid on. And it is time to take out my roasted vegetables because those are done. Next, I'm going to make a carrot and zucchini salad using one of these julienne peelers. So as you peel the carrot and zucchini, you'll see it's going to cut it into these lovely strips. And then I'm just going to mix everything together and toss it with a light dressing. The dressing you're going to see again later in the video, so you'll see how I make that. And this will be a great little, side dish for a meal, or I can throw this on top of a green salad. And there are my roasted vegetables looking all yummy. Now I'm moving on to some baked tofu. So this is extra firm tofu that I just drained out of the package. I didn't press it or anything. And I cut it into about 1/2-inch pieces. And I'm going to marinate it in the same dressing I used on that carrot and zucchini salad. So this is 4 tablespoons of seasoned rice vinegar and a couple drops of sesame oil. This provides a great flavor. And I'm using about a tablespoon or a touch more of Bragg's liquid aminos, or you could use soy sauce, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of ginger powder, and some red pepper flakes. Then I'm going to mix this together and let my tofu sit in this for a little bit to soak up some of the marinade, and then we're going to bake it. So I lay my tofu out on a parchment-lined baking sheet and bake at 400 Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes, giving it a flip once halfway through. The soup is all done, so I'm going to remove that from the heat. Then I'm moving on to some basic cashew cream, which I'm going to use for a couple of different things. So that's about a cup of water and 1/2 cup of cashews, and the juice from 1/2 of a lemon, along with about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna let this go in the Vitamix until it's all nice and pureed and it becomes a lovely cashew cream. I always like to have some sort of bean dip or spread handy, so this is going to be my buffalo chickpea dip. So I take a can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed, and then I take a fork and mash them up until they're kind of mealy. Then I'm going to add some of this buffalo hot sauce and a little bit of the cashew cream and get that mixed together. And then you can season it up however you like. I like adding some chives and some dill, a little bit of onion powder and some parsley. And I'm going to add a touch more of the lemon juice to this in a little bit and some salt and pepper. I'm going to use the rest of the cashew cream to make some ranch dressing. I love dill, so I add a ton of dill to this, as well as some dried chives and a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of parsley, a generous amount of onion powder, and some salt and pepper. And then I taste it, and if it needs a little bit of acidity, I'll add some lemon juice and even a little bit of apple cider vinegar. My tofu is ready, so I'm going to take that out of the oven and see how it looks. And it got nice and golden brown on both sides, so it looks lovely. And lastly, I'm going to work on some potatoes, and I do this the same way every time. I poke holes in some russet potatoes with a fork. I take maybe half a teaspoon of olive oil, rub it into my hands, and then coat the potatoes with it. This gives me perfect potatoes every single time. And I season with a little bit of salt and pepper. And I bake these at 400 degrees for about an hour and 15 minutes. So as you saw, I try to group my things together according to what temperature they're going to cook at in the oven and how long things take, and work from there. And I try to make things every week that are versatile, things that I can do more than one different kind of meal with. So for example, that vegetable soup is a basic, non-starchy veggie soup that I can have, to augment a meal. Or if I want to turn it into a more hearty meal, I can open up a can of beans, drain those, and put some beans in it. All right, so hopefully you guys got some good ideas from this. I'm gonna ask you to do 3 things for me: like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you like the video, that tells me that you like this type of video and I should continue doing more. I love reading your comments. Let me know if you've done any of these, or what your personal spin would be on something, or if you have any other ideas for making meal prep more efficient. That would be great for everybody to learn. All right, so that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.